The missing Earth vessel returned, with technology even the Empires can't explain. The ship came out of nowhere. There were no jump signatures, no gravitational wakes, no energy spikes to herald its arrival. One moment, the deep space surrounding Vaskar Station was silent. The next, alarms blared, and every sensor in a 1,000-kilometer radius went red. Commander Aleph Varen stared at the impossible readings flooding her console. Mass signatures larger than a dreadnought. Radiation patterns that bent known physics. And strangest of all, the ship's transponder flickered to life, broadcasting a call sign that hadn't been seen in nearly 2 centuries. VES Aegis. Earth vessel, active. Impossible, Aleph whispered. Earth was gone. The humans had disappeared without a trace nearly 200 years ago. Their colonies emptied, their stations abandoned, their cities left to rot under alien skies. No war, no catastrophe, just silence. For decades, the empires of the galaxy had debated their fate: ascension, extinction, isolationism. But all agreed on one thing: the humans were no longer a factor. Until now. Visuals, now Aleph barked. The hollow display flickered and resolved into the image of a ship like nothing she'd ever seen. Sleek, black as void. Its surface rippled like liquid metal, edges shifting subtly as though refusing to obey Euclidean geometry. Along its side, faint blue lights pulsed in a rhythm that sent chills down her spine. On its hull, worn but unmistakable, the ancient Earth emblem gleamed, a blue sphere cradled by olive branches. Status? Aleph asked, forcing calm into her voice. Her operations officer, a thin Trivar named Selleck, struggled to respond. Commander, our scans, they don't make sense. Hull composition unknown. Energy output unquantifiable. It's like the ship is folding space around itself. The Aegis drifted closer. No weapons deployed. No threats broadcasted. Just silent, inevitable approach. Aleph's comms console pinged, a transmission. She braced herself, expecting threats, demands, or posturing. What she heard chilled her more than any declaration of war. A calm, unhurried human voice spoke. This vessel is engaged in reclamation. Interference is not recommended. No boasting, no arrogance, just a statement of fact. Reclamation? Selleck echoed, eyes wide. What reclamation? Aleph already knew. They were here to take back what was theirs. The galaxy was not prepared. In the days that followed, Aegis-class vessels appeared across multiple star systems. Always sudden, always impossible to track. From the abandoned ruins of human colonies to derelict space stations once picked apart by alien scavengers, the pattern was clear. The humans hadn't left their technology behind. They had hidden it, buried it, locked it behind mechanisms so advanced that no empire had managed to unlock them in 2 centuries. Until now, at every site, human ships deployed small, sleek devices, pulsing spheres that latched onto ancient structures. With each deployment, once dead facilities roared back to life. Energy readings spiked into the incomprehensible. Materials rearranged themselves at the atomic level. Forgotten stations and research outposts were reborn, improved beyond recognition. The Empire scientists called it impossible. Magic, but the data didn't lie. The humans had returned, not with weapons, but with technology so advanced that even the most powerful species in the galaxy couldn't explain it. And the humans weren't interested in negotiations. On the galactic capital of Reiner Prime, panic took hold. The Valoran Empire, the Keth Dominion, the Trivarn clans, every major power convened emergency sessions. The humans' return was not just unexpected, it was terrifying. The Keth Dominion had once prided itself on reverse engineering human tech. Their fleets were partially built on scraps from human ruins. Now, that advantage was meaningless. Reports flooded in. An entire Keth battle group sent to intercept a human vessel near the Icarus Rift disappeared. Not destroyed, not defeated, simply gone. Their ships vanished from sensors. Their communications ceased. Their existence erased from official records. It was as if they had never been built, never crewed, never launched. In their place, a message. Interference is not recommended. The council chambers devolved into chaos. We must strike them down before they consolidate power, shouted High Warlord Verniviketh. With what? Retorted a Trivarn ambassador. Our fleets? Our science? They blink ships out of existence like it's a party trick. We need to understand how they've done this, hissed Emperor Jurin of the Valorans. Where have they been? How did they advance so far? That answer came quietly. On the edge of known space, near the forgotten wormhole of Epsilon 7, an Imperial research vessel picked up faint human transmissions. It took weeks to decode, but when they did, the truth emerged. The humans hadn't vanished. They had left, voluntarily. 2 centuries prior, facing technological stagnation and the limitations of the galaxy's physics, they had withdrawn beyond the known universe, through wormholes, quantum tunnels, and dimensions the other species couldn't even perceive. They didn't flee. They upgraded. For 200 years, they explored realms outside conventional space. They reshaped their understanding of matter, time, and reality itself. And now they were back, not as conquerors, not as diplomats, but as something else entirely. Caretakers of forgotten legacies, reclaimers of what they had hidden. And nothing, not fleets, not empires, not even physics could stop them. On Vaskar Station, Aleph Varen watched the latest human vessel drift by. This one was larger than the Aegis, twice as massive. Its surface shimmered with patterns that hurt her eyes to focus on. All attempts at scanning failed. Weapons did nothing. Even the station's AI refused to process the ship's structure, spitting out errors and incomprehensible equations. And then came the transmission. A simple text feed in every known language of the galaxy. You built your empires on our ruins. You harvested our scraps. You claimed our forgotten worlds. We have returned, not for revenge, not for conquest, but for what is ours. Observe if you wish. Interfere if you dare. And then, as silently as they had arrived, the ships moved on. No destruction, no bloodshed, just reclamation. But the galaxy was learning. Those who tried to interfere vanished. Those who observed survived. It wasn't long before even the most arrogant warlords stood down when human vessels appeared. No more attempts to intercept. No more futile shows of power. The humans' presence was a quiet, inevitable tide, rolling through forgotten sectors, reviving their technology, unlocking secrets the Empire's thought lost. The humans didn't need war. They had something far more terrifying. Irrefutable superiority. Aleph understood now, watching as another human vessel unfolded reality itself to depart. They weren't reclaiming for conquest. They were setting the stage, preparing their old infrastructure, rebuilding what had been abandoned. The humans were back, and the galaxy was just catching up.